welcome to Grandpa Farm. It's an interesting time today for us to consider another very important topic in poultry farming. To our returning viewers, we appreciate you and welcome you. And to those who are just coming in today for the very first time, you are equally welcome. And I'm very sure that you will learn and gain something in our discussion this moment. Today, I want to consider breeds. Breeds. What seeds is to a crop farmer is what breed is to a poultry farmer or a livestock farmer. To a crop farmer, maybe you are planting maize or beans or tomatoes or what have you. If you use poor seed, you are sure to get poor harvest because it is what you garbage in that will be garbage out to you. Poor seed will give you poor harvest. Your soil may be very perfect. The environmental condition may be very okay, but if the seed itself is poor, be very, very sure that the harvest also will be poor. Now, to the poultry farmer, if the breed you are stocking, when we use the word stocking, the breed you are bringing in to your farm, if the breed is poor, be sure that the harvest or the result also will be poor. When we talk about breed, it's nothing but the distinctiveness or the programming of the creator into the animal. Some breeds are created or some breeds are engineered to have big breasts, and of course that will affect the weight of the birds. Some breeds may have tiny legs. Such ones too, they have their own merit and demerit. So I will talk about breed now, and then I will not leave you to make a choice of the one you want. As I talk as a consultant. I'm not an agent to any one of them, but I will only give you the pros and cons to whichever breed you want to take. Now, in the market today, more especially in Nigerian market, we have breeds called Ross 308. We have that in Nigerian market. We also have Cubs 500 in Nigerian market. We have Arbor Acre Plus, very available. We have Masha, very available in our market here in Nigeria. Now, I want to zero in now on how you can recognize good breed. I'm not going by the name of the hatchery. The hatchery is just where the birds are being raised, where they are being incubated, and where we get the day-old chicks. We have so many names of hatchery in Nigeria. I'm not going into that. The names of the hatchery is not the same thing as the breed. The breed is different from the hatchery name. A single hatchery may carry two different breeds, breed 1 and breed 2, by the same hatchery. So, it is not the name of the hatchery that is of paramount concern to me. But I want you to be very concerned that when you are picking your breeds, know the breeds you are picking. Know the characteristics of those breeds, and then check it out if the breeds will meet what you want. For example, If you want to raise birds for dressing, that is, you slaughter them, you get them properly dressed, and then maybe you sell the dressed weight. There are breeds that are very good for that. They may not be tall, they may not be looking impulsive in structure, but when you carry them, you get the weight. And of course, if you are dressing your bed for sale, it is the weight you are selling, not even the physique of the bed. There are some beds, you see them, they look elegant, they look tall, but when you lift them, you carry them, they are light. So it depends on you, and it depends on what you want to achieve. So in Nigeria, I've mentioned that we have Ross 308, we have Cops 500, we have Abo Acre Plus, we have Hobart, we have Marshall. Well, these are some of the breeds. Many years back, we have this one we call Anak 2000. I love that bird very well because they have black eyesight and very active birds, but we don't have them again in Nigeria. So now, let's get back to the next point. How do you recognize good breed? If you collect your birds today, your DOC, if you collect them today, how do you know whether the breeds are good or not? The number one thing that will show on arrival, you can scale the birds. Maybe just take a few and scale them. Ordinarily, they should be giving you maybe from 35 grams, 40, 42, and thereabout. But if they are giving you 25 grams at arrival, it's a point of concern. A point of concern. If most of them are just weighing that, it's a serious point of concern. Another thing, you check the activeness of the birds. Good breeds, they have bright eyesight. Check it out in most of the poultry houses. The feeder, the drinker are usually colored in red. Red attracts attention. So without being taught, as soon as you drop the birds, a good breed will notice there is water there, there is feed there. Even if you spray and spread the feed on your newspaper, they can perceive the aroma of the feed and they will go there, they will pick it. Those ones are telling you that these breeds are good. Then you look at the legs of the chicks. If they have tiny legs, it's a source of concern. A good breed, the legs will not be that tiny, it will not be looking dry. The legs will be rather fat, not skinny. That is when the legs are fat, it's a sign that it's a good breed and it's going to do well. Now, we also need to be concerned on some other signs which we need to look after. They should have high appetite for food. You spray food for them, in the next couple of minutes or an hour, they are done with it. Broilers are engineered primarily for eating. They eat food, drink water, then rest, then pass your poo. Four activities: food, water, rest, poo. So check the breeds you are bringing in. Are they feeding very well? And check it out. Are they feeding well? Now, if your birds are feeding very well, the next thing you will check is the food conversion ratio. As they are eating, is it showing in their body? We have what we call daily weight gain. In most farms that we oversee, or the people we are mentoring, I ensure that they have the daily chart regime. Once a while, just pick some of the birds, scale them, and check it out, whether it's matching with your daily weight gain chart. If it is matching, you are doing fine. If it is not matching, something is going wrong somewhere, and you need to check it out on time. I mentioned food conversion ratio. Another thing I mentioned again is the activeness. Activeness. I love some birds that when you bring them out from the carton, the first thing they will do is just to run. They will run and move toward the end of the perimeter wall and run back. It's a sign of, yes, we have arrived. Anak have that characteristics. If you see anak birds, you bring them, first thing, black eyes, they will run, eat the wall, come back again, run, and what have you. Telling you that, look, we are active and we are here to perform. But if the birds become dull at the beginning, I'm not talking of one or two, but if majority of them are dull, they rarely move, they rarely eat, they rarely drink water, it's a source of concern. That breed is not good. Then check their feather, the skin. If it is rough, it's not a good breed. The skin should be smooth, smooth and dry, smooth and dry. That's a sign of a good breed. Check their eyes, very bright eyesight. They can see very well. So it's not the one having blindness or lameness and what have you. No, those ones are bad. In fact, they are not supposed to be sold into the market. So these are some of the guidelines for you to check if the breed you are bringing in is good or bad. Now, how do you get good breed? Well, if you follow the shortcuts, be very sure that you also get short routes to problems. There are some that instead of buying birds from reputable hatchery, they just buy from anybody. And they tell you that this one is cheaper. I mean, that is being penny wise, pound foolish. The difference in the price of the day-old birds, maybe 50 naira in Nigerian currency, maybe 100 naira. But if you just run because of price to go and pick the low price one, then you may also get the low valued chicks. Get it right. I'm not saying the most expensive will give you the best, but study it and check the ones to buy. Study it and check the ones to buy. Buy from reputable hatchery. Number 2, make sure you are at the point of collection on time. Point of collection on time. If the arrival time is around 7 o'clock in the morning, make sure that you are there by that time, that you pick your bed on time, very early in the morning, that you can pick your bed on time. It's very, very important you pick your bed in good time. Now, there are factors that may make a good breed to look as if the breed is bad. There are certain factors that the farmer must put in place that will not make you to misjudge a good breed for a bad breed. What are those factors? I'll go into it. Number 1, the type of feed you give to your flocks. You are giving them maybe the one we call starter or starter plus, what have you. We also have different millers doing different things, and the quality of those feed are not the same. Find out before you just buy food A or food B or food C. Find out the kind of food to give to them. Now, not only the kind, the adequacy of the food. I was at a food vendor, and one of the farmers was there and was complaining grossly that, oh, the kind of birds I brought, is not good. The one he brought, oh, is not me. He said the kind of bird he brought and the one he's raising in his farm is not good. They are not growing. They are not doing fine. And the food vendor, when he saw me around, he was very happy. He's like, Oga, please help me explain to him. Help me explain to him. And I asked the man, I said, okay, how many birds do you have in your farm? He gave me the number. How old are the birds? He gave me the number of weeks. Then I now ask, how many bags of feed have you dispensed to these flocks? Honestly speaking, the number of bags, because I can easily calculate the number of bags your birds will need from day 1 to 6 weeks or to 7 weeks, or the number of bags they will need to attain this weight. If you want to achieve 3 kg in 6 weeks, I will calculate the number of bags you will need for you. So I just run simple calculation on my fingertips, and I told him, I said, look, the quantity of food you have administered to your flocks is just 50%. In other words, you are starving them, you are underfeeding them. And mark you, is what we garbage in that will be garbage out to you. Don't just assume that, okay, at 6 weeks, I'll get 3 kg. No, you will give them enough food. Feed them well for you to get the result you want. And so, make sure that the feed is okay, the drug is adequate, your biosecurity is equally adequate. And with that, a good breed will not be misjudged. Thank you very much for watching this video today. Until I come on your way shortly with another video on how you can raise your birds that from by 6 weeks you can get 3 kg, and the mortality, that is the number that will die, will be, if at all, will be very, very minimal. Very, very minimal. It's organic farming, and I'm there for you. I will take you step by step into how to go about it. We've been doing it over and over in so many farms in and around, and I will also take time to show it to each and every one of you. Thank you very much. Until I come your way, bye-bye.